Revelations hit me when I look into your eyes. Over time you've grown on me. Should have known you were disguised. Should have known you love to lie. Path we're on, we must defy. We can make it, you and
We out here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very rare Sunday night build stream over on Clack. We have the man, the myth, the legend himself in the house right now, TheRayginAsian.
The God Loober, apparently.
The God Loober. Yeah, he's staying with me for the night before he takes off for his home of California tomorrow. And we thought we'd just maybe do some shenanigans on stream. As you can see, we're a little cramped. I have not the greatest, largest desk in the world, so we're kind of making do with what we have, but we think we got it set up well enough to kind of just show off some of the things that we're doing and just have a good time. It's supposed to be just a casual stream. You guys know how I like to do it, so.
We're about to get comfy, maybe even break TOS.
Let's not go that far. So, you know, just maybe grab a drink, maybe pet your cat a little bit, and just hang out with us. Hope you guys have a good time.
Let go.
Good morning to all of you, or hope you're having a lovely night, if you're where we are. It's only a little after 9 p.m. here.
Morning, EU boys. And potential Asian boys.
Thought you all were recording? No. It's been kind of a weird weekend, because we had the Seattle meetup yesterday, Saturday, for us. And it was awesome, and we spent a few days before that at the Airbnb in the area as well, and we kind of just did a bunch of random things and had a good time with each other, but we never could get the stream to work the way we wanted to at the Airbnb. There was always multiple issues, unfortunately, so we kind of had to just make do with what we had, but we figured since we could not stream from the Airbnb that maybe we could use an impromptu kind of fun casual stream tonight. And then we can just have a good time and maybe rebuild some boards, because we both have a little bit of minor keyboard chores to do. So I'm going to be rebuilding the original Holy Panda board, basically. I kind of already got it started when I was at the Airbnb, but I never finished it. The PCB that I tried to put in is totally borked, so I'm going to swap that out for one that is working, which is going to be pretty awesome. Heat Loss, thank you very much for the sub at Tier 1, my friend. Appreciate
my boy
that.
Heat Loss. Reading that manga.
It's our boy. Stroke your mustache if you missed me, Ray, says Kuroi.
Brian, you gotta stroke yours. Because you missed it more than I did.
I missed Kuroi more than you did?
I don't know.
How about we both stroke our stashes? Yeah, so I didn't take this board to the meetup, and a lot of people were let down. Everyone kept asking me where my Holy Panda board was. And I had to let people down, and it was kind of a bummer. So I'm going to get this board back in action. And in working order with some fresh stabs, a new PCB. The switches are going to stay the same because I think I want to stay true to the original Holy Pandas here. So we can have a good time. What are you going to be working on tonight, Ray?
Just fixing my series because stab doesn't come all the way up to the enter key and it's a bit rattly, so I figured just unbuild the whole thing and switch out some switches for some Hako Clear protos, apparently.
Yeah, legit prototype Hako Clears. Oh, we need to find the cruciformer too. It actually might be in that top drawer.
Oh yeah, gotta shave these boys.
Yeah,
they're old ones.
We're gonna be employing the stem shaver for the first time on Clack stream, so that'll be pretty cool. Holy Pandas, yes. And Kuroi just subbed at Tier 1. Thank you so much, man.
My boy Kuroi. Mod Squad rolling out other channels too.
What a good guy. So if you need the cruciform, I think it's in the top drawer there. I think. Probably like around this fourth. That's usually where I throw stuff. We can always hope. I know I have one here, it's just a matter of where it is.
I'll keep looking.
I'm a little disorganized in my top drawer at the moment. Also, guys, let me know if the music is too loud. I want to make sure I get that setting right so we don't blow your ears out. Busting out the Palm Sirius again? Yeah, so this one's not mine. This one actually does belong to Ray. So there's multiple Sirii Palm prototypes in the wild right now, and each of us has one of them. Ray, stay on screen so I can watch you rummage in Brian's drawers. Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm having
so
a hard time finding that.
yeah, it's hard enough getting both of us on the face cam together because we kind of smashed together in one small desk.
Oh, we're gonna smash together.
Ray, please, terms of service. All right. Manga TOS, yeah, you're telling me. I'm taking a big risk with Ray right now. It's not in there?
I don't know.
It might be somewhere on this table, like on top of it. Maybe I should just get up and look for it. Oh, I honestly have no idea where it is.
I'll keep looking.
Alright, just make sure to check on top too. Sometimes I put things on top there. Like right there, in that area. Well, we're gonna hopefully find a cruciformer, and that way we can get these Hako clears in working order.
If not PBT, it's probably fine.
Yeah, can always do later if need be, I guess. Penguin, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. 2 months, appreciate that, my friend.
Some mystery white liquid here.
That's RO59, actually. Anyways, while you are looking for that, I'm going to get ready to assemble my X60, which some of you have been in the community a long time might remember as the original Holy Panda build. This is the first Holy Panda board that ever existed. These are the first Holy Pandas that ever existed. So these were actually prototype Halo stems that I got from the 2017 Seattle Summer Meetup. Impa Club sent me home with the prototypes, so I used those. These are actually Hako. These stems came from Hako Trues, or Halo Trues, my bad. And at that time, in the pre-production run, they were both clear stems, so we didn't have the salmon stem until the actual production run. So, may not mean a lot, but kind of a piece of history in a way, depending on how you look at it. Music a bit loud? Okay, that's what I was looking for. I kind of thought it might be. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna turn that down a nice smidgen.
Don't worry, boys. I'll be back. I'm still looking.
Yeah, he's scrounging for this. It really should be somewhere like not too far from there.
We can tag out later, if need be.
I was just using it not that long ago. You know what they look like, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sushi was using one. In the meantime.
In the meantime, oh, I have one of these.
Yeah.
All right.
With the Whatster in the chat.
There we go. Is that a Whatster?
Oh, it's a Thingster?
It's a... No. Is it a Whatster? What is this one called? I thought this one was like a little bit... some kind of like neutral name.
I think it's called the Cruciformer Doesn't Exister.
Oof. Feels bad. Okay. Is the music better now, guys? Sorry that it was a little loud. Okay, I'm gonna take a second to help Ray look for this, because I feel like it should be over there. But we can still see you. We are right on screen still. More or less. We can do this. We have the power.
Stream dramatically going downhill now if there's nothing on screen. We can come back to this later.
That's true. I guess you don't need it to actually build the board.
Yeah, and it's PBT, so it should be fine. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Spread stems?
Okay, yeah, let's worry about that later. We can find that later off stream or something.
PBT, way stronger than some stems, girthy
True.
stems.
That's very true. Okay, so while you take caps off, I'm gonna desolder like the 3 pins I actually put on this board. you to put stuff on the bed or wherever you need to, just to make things more spacious for you.
Oh, hey, it's Shoko.
Shoko?
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Shoko in a stream in a while.
Welcome, my fellow Ray.
Pretty sure it's a Whatster? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Glad to have you, Shoko. Appreciate that.
It's our fellow Degen. Solid, too.
Fellow Degen, that's right. Okay. I'm gonna heat up the desoldering again.
Lana likes it thick. Yes, these are in fact Zelios. V1 Zelios, 78 gram.
Sushi Zen says Zelios are weak. Different strokes for different folks, man. It's my wholesome boys on screen at the same time. Sushi must be in his hotel room.
I gave that man some anime.
It's true, we did hug. It was a very wholesome hug. And because like we're not like skinny, it's like a very
It balances out fairly well, actually.
it's a very nice hug. It's a very soft, warm hug. Alright, come on, gun, heat up faster. There we go.
Karoi's right. All the Nathan mods are in fact the gens.
Yeah. Is that how Nathan picks his mods?
Yes.
That's a good way to do it. I like that. Okay, so I actually only need to desolder like 3 pads here. This is not like a fully assembled PCB at the moment.
It's just a dead PCB.
It's a dead PCB. So yeah. So this is going to be just a little loud for a second.
69 George, 69. Imagine not being a degen. I can't.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Heat loss. Imagine not being a manga reader. This post made by me. I know I'm not part of Top Clack, but I'm gonna need one of the mods to time this man out. Maybe ban him from the chat. Maybe ban him from Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna not do that. This is a wholesome stream. But I guess he is a filthy manga reader, right? LOL, JK.
Nothing wrong with reading your mangoes.
I suppose my steel plate's also a little bent. Try to fix that.
Can't ban you, huh?
Steel pretty easy to bend back, thankfully.
Sushi, I'm gonna need you to test this.
Okay, so basically what's gonna happen is this Sirius that Ray's taking caps off right now is gonna get desoldered. I'm gonna steal the PCB like a thief, and I'm gonna be using it for this X60. It's just a DZ60 USB-C, pretty standard stuff.
Referee one, so USB-C to A only, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay though. That's all I need. So that's gonna go pretty darn well. Already got some Holy Pandas in my plate here, so I'm just gonna leave those in there for now. Set those aside. And then we'll probably have to swap spots temporarily while you desolder. Or I can desolder it, and then I can lube, or you can lube my stabs, or vice versa.
That way, yeah, that could work.
Stab lubing is what I need next.
Oh wow, fresh stab wires.
Brand new stabs.
Can I get a screwdriver real quick?
Most of these are brand new. Yeah. We're trying to be really prepared here, so we try to have everything in the surrounding area. It doesn't always work, but we're shooting 100 so far, which is pretty good. Using DZ60 while having a Waldo PCB on the table. Pathetic. So this Waldo is actually going to be what's going in here. It's just kind of a PCB that is a little damaged, but it still works fine in theory. So he's gonna just take that one because I have it laying around.
Nothing wrong with the little scuff.
Yeah, I mean it should still be very usable. Can you two desolder tag team and try to recreate the Potter scene from Ghost? Maybe. Maybe. We'll think about it. Did you flash the Waldo first? No.
Would be a good time to flash it, but maybe maybe while you're desoldering this one, I can get that one started and tested.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to swap the Limo with the USB-C connector up here if you need to.
And then we just need to short the PCB.
Yeah, I got tweezers on hand as well. Still haven't been able to flash yours. I haven't really had any issues with Waldo's yet, except for the one that I had that came missing like 4 diodes for my last build stream. But I mean, I have tons of diodes, so it's a pretty easy thing to replace. Nice Type B sticker.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Starston, fellow Nathan Kim mod. Also, very wholesome man.
Very, very wholesome man. Very good guy. Kosi Fanatudi, subbing at tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you so much. +1 for the reach around desoldering. Oh man, they want us to do some stuff, man.
Shout out to this black PVD brass weight that shorts the PCB if you don't have anything inside in the protos. It's fixed in the production runs, but
Yeah, I think it's only the first round of protos too. I think it's fixed in the second proto run.
oh,
But yeah, I have to do the same thing. In the top drawer, there are flush cutters, red-handled. Can you grab me those?
oh wow, something that was easily findable in the top drawer.
Yeah, top drawer is kind of an abyss. Sometimes you get lucky though. So I'm gonna clip my stabs like I usually do before lubing.
Later, Leglandia.
Yeah. Later, man. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Alright, it's time for some clipping.
Do you have a bolt so I can put these screws in?
So,
Or one of those containers works too. One of those Tupperwares?
do you one better.
Oh wow.
Magnetic parts tray, man.
I'll never get these back. This parts tray is pretty strong.
It's one of the best like $8 I've ever spent, or $6 or whatever it was. You can't hear the music, Ray, but it's pretty wholesome.
It better be.
It's very chill.
I don't get out of bed unless things are wholesome.
That's a good way to live life, honestly. Functional just subbed at tier 1 for 5 months. Thank you so much, man. Happy Sunday to you as well. It's been a good weekend, man.
Sunday is a good day.
Yeah, Ray and I have had a pretty good day so far. We left our Airbnb this morning, got some awesome breakfast, came back to my side of the water, not too much traffic, and we actually just got back from having some sushi. It was great. Okay. I don't need those anymore in case you want to put those away when you're done with that. I'm gonna put some lube on these here stabs. Going 205 grade 0 this time.
Sushi Zen also working on a DZ60 apparently.
Desoldering a DZ60 at the same time. You and Ray are twins. Sounds like a good day. It was. This isn't NK jazz music. Yeah. We can't always be as cool as Nathan Kim, unfortunately.
Luckily, your boy's here to do a live straw poll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have one of Nathan Kim's moderators with us, so you know that should speak volumes. Coming home to no traffic is a big nut. It's pretty good. Straw poll, kind of an inside joke, sort of.
It's a way of life for me.
It's a good way.
Shout out to KBD fans' way too.
Don't lose your way.
That's a good shirt.
That's a really good shirt. Ray is the best top Clack mod?
One day.
Maybe one day. Can we do a straw poll on who's excited to do straw polls? Probably shouldn't. It's a little hard for either of us to use the keyboard right now because either of us has to tilt pretty awkwardly to do anything with the keyboard right now.
Oh, wait, no, never mind.
What do you need?
I was gonna say I could just plug something in and then just run it all the way to my lap, but
That hub is busted.
GG.
Yeah. I mean, you can always try it, but it's kind of busted.
By the way, Palm, very sturdy.
It's very durable.
I'm
very
trying as
sturdy.
hard as I can, and that's not a lot of flex.
Yeah.
You want to gun it up? I'll lube.
Each of you gets one hand on it. That could be pretty fun to type like that. That's got to be good, right?
That's a bold move.
Want me to desolder?
You want the lube god to take over?
I kind of want to do my own stabs, actually.
Fair
if I'm being
enough.
honest.
I've actually never used 205 for stabs.
We can swap spots though
That's
if you
quite the
want.
revelation. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, I'll give you the headphones. That way you can get a little bit of music as well.
Now you can keep the headphones.
It's already
I got it.
already preheated for you, but I can't like move it across here anyways. So I'll just move it up here then if you're not gonna use it. All right, we gotta swap spots. Let's see how many times we can do this on stream.
Now I get the fancy chair.
Yeah. He gets the real chair, I get the pleb stuff. I'm probably gonna break this chair though, because I'm like 300 pounds.
That's 300 pounds of wholesomeness, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna cap some of these containers real quick.
Just moving your wires. You haven't actually touched any of these yet. You're still clipping?
Clipping's done.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna stack them all.
Yeah, just throw them all over here. It's fine.
It's already warmed up, good to go.
Yeah, it should be on. Caps behind there.
This will be the first time I've ever actually desoldered a board with a desoldering gun.
Was it really?
Yeah,
This will be
I
fun.
can't afford one.
Yeah, guys, this desoldering gun is kind of loud, so if you want us to mute the mic while we desolder, let us know. So basically what you do is you just put it on the pad,
Yeah.
wait like 1 full second for the solder to melt, maybe even a little longer, and then just pull the trigger. You can wiggle it around too a little bit. And then repeat, 122 times or whatever. Again, let us know if this is too loud, guys, and we can temporarily mute. Should only take about 10 minutes or less to desolder with one of these, thankfully. Seems fine, it's fine. Not too loud for me. Okay, cool. That's surprising. It's pretty loud in person. Is it working all right?
Yeah, seems like it.
Good. We in business, ladies and gentlemen. Things haven't started going wrong yet.
Yet.
Wow, let's see how chat's doing. Sounds like a phone vibrating. Really? I can see that, I guess. Tiny air compressor. Tiny vacuum pump. Could be a lot of things, I suppose. You guys were right. Of course, as usual, if anyone's had any questions for either of us, please just let us know. You can use the @TopClack tag so we can see a little bit easier. Boot Beat Beth, great name by the way. Asking how we're doing. We're doing great. We had a really good weekend.
We just got back from a meal, so we're quite full.
Yeah, we just got back from having some pretty tasty sushi, which is pretty awesome. I love having tasty sushi. So we're doing well. It's a good day.
Brian, are you coming to NorCal? Everyone wants to know.
Am I coming to NorCal? That's the plan, yeah. If everything goes according to plan, I will be at NorCal, yes. Waiting to hear the date and the venue. So hopefully the organizer, I think Man of Interest is organizing this one. So hopefully he can get the location and date set soon. And that would help me out a lot, so I could plan around it. Good evening to you as well, Corbin Dallas. Glad to see you here, man. It was nice seeing you at the meetup again, by the way. Shout out to him. He's a very wholesome gentleman.
He was an absolute unit as far as height goes. He was a tall boy.
Yeah.
And I thought you were a tall boy.
Yeah. I think he's probably roughly as tall as I am. He's a good-looking dude, though. He could be like a model.
Yeah.
Unlike me. I'm just a unit.
A wholesome unit.
Hey, man. Someone's got to be.
I'm just wholesome. I'm not the unit part. Look at these arms.
I can see right through him, right? I don't know if I want to. Had a great time. Yeah, it was a great meetup, man. It was a good time. A lot of people. I think our final head count, for anyone that's curious, was 365. So not too shabby. That is a new record for Seattle meetups. Our previous one was about 30 or 40 less than that, I think. But it was a good time. Got a lot of cool people out there. Had a lot of cool vendors representing as well.
It got featured on local news too, or something like that, right?
Yeah. So the Seattle meetup was actually in a local newspaper of sorts. So it was kind of weird. So the way they did it is they put it out because of the meetup that was yesterday, but the actual content from that newspaper was from the winter meetup in January, which is kind of strange. But there's quotes from me in there. There's quotes from people like Cassidy, or Cassidy as somebody know her, as well as Mech Merlin,
The wizard himself.
the wizard himself. So that was kind of cool. You could be a model, don't lie to us. I don't know, man. I have to drop about 100 pounds before I can consider that. I don't need to be a model though. I leave that to the really cool people.
The real units of the community.
Yeah. Uh, 8-Bit Derp, great name by the way, is asking, what are your guys' favorite artisan cap of all time? Or to make it slightly easier, top 3.
I don't really do artisans, so if it's a cat, it's probably good enough for me because I'm a big fan of cats and floofs.
That's a very reasonable answer. I too am not super into artisans these days. Dropped an insert. Feels bad, man. But there are some great ones out there. I'll actually show you a couple of my favorite sculpts in just a moment, because I actually conveniently have them right next to me.
It's almost like you live here.
It's almost like this is my home. Okay, and theoretically I'm done with my stabilizers here, so I'll show off a couple artisans while Ray still works on that board. So these days I tend to care a little less about the cap or the sculpt and a little bit more about the person behind them. I kind of always have, as I've not even a word, dove deeper into the artisan community, which I did do a long time ago. I used to be really into artisans a few years back, but I just don't really have the financial assets to justify being into artisans and keyboards. So when I started doing Top Clack and it started actually kind of growing, I realized I had to kind of choose one way or the other, and I chose keyboards. So
That's a good choice.
that's kind of just how it goes.
Zeus's girlfriend says hi. Tell Kate we said hi.
Hello. It was nice meeting you as well.
Too bad there wasn't a fight.
She bought us coffee. That was wholesome. Okay, so I have I got a few artisans here. This is a Garbopus from Gaff. Love this one. He gave this to me at the 2017 NorCal kind of fall/winter meetup at the end of 2017. I really like Joey. I think he's an awesome person. I love Gaff, and I love his previous duo with his girlfriend. I think they're married, actually, wife. So they were Key Collective at that time. I don't know if she still does any sculpts or anything, because I'm a little bit away from that community, but love his work. High level of detail, really good stuff, and really, really good, genuine person. Next up, I got this one at the Seattle 2017 summer meetup. This was from Booper. This is the Seattle Colorway Keywalk.
Keywalk's a good name, by the way.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. Really, really big fan of Star Wars. I used to read books, read comics, played a customizable card game that got discontinued in 2001.
You got a poster on your wall?
I have multiple Star Wars posters in the room. I got a little Chewbacca here. Like I used to live and breathe Star Wars, and so this was kind of near and dear to me. And Booper just gave me one of these at the Seattle meetup, and that was awesome. And then her and I just proceeded to drink whiskey around Seattle, and that was really fun too. So shout out to Booper. Booper is really, really cool. Love that. She's great. Also, this is an Earl from Binge. Binge is an artisan I really, really, really highly respect. I think he does a really great high level of detail, and his process is really intricate. He's been on the show multiple times a long time ago, where he kind of took us through his process. And he showed us a lot of really cool things, a lot of things that I just didn't understand because, obviously he's smarter than me about it. So, got this, I think I got this at the same meetup, actually. I got this Gaff. So, shout out to Binge, good stuff there. And speaking of Binge, it's kind of a hybrid collaboration between Binge and ETF, otherwise known as Nightcaps. So this is the, I always get the name wrong. I think it's Shell Thulu, I believe is what this one is called. It's kind of a hybrid collaboration. I like that a lot. A lot of really cool color, really good sculpt. Just overall high quality. Shout out to ETF, aka Eat the Food, aka Nightcaps. He's also a really good guy. He lives like an hour away from me. We saw him at the meetup. He gave me 2 boards to give away for Top Clack, which is really, really cool. So I think on this coming week's main episode, Thursday, we're going to be doing at least one pretty awesome giveaway. We're going to start it.
I have it on good authority. They're good boards.
They're pretty cool boards. Yes, most definitely. Osiris subbed at tier 1 for 4 months on a 4-month streak. Thank you so much. Shout out to my boy Osiris. Appreciate that, my friend.
You already done lubing?
Yeah. You're good though. Take your time. Do what you gotta do. I'm catching up on chat still. Can I get an anime girl artisan? I don't know. Maybe.
Find someone willing to do it.
Just ask someone. Yeah. This really makes me reconsider how I handle artisans. Time to start meeting people. Yeah, I mean, this is like... These are like... I only have a few artisans, so this is kind of just like a lot of my collection right now. Which is fine with me. Very, very awesome artisans by really genuine people, and they're really high quality, so I can't complain. At this point, they have more sentimental value than anything else. If you read the books, then you must hate the Disney acquisition. Yeah, I kind of hate that they just made everything legend instead of leaving any of it canon. Kind of a bummer, but I don't know. I don't actually hate the new movies. I think it's kind of fun, but I think it's probably also safe to say I'm not as deep into Star Wars as I was when I first started being into it. You got an ETF win incoming? Nice, man. That's good stuff. Ooh, looks like you're almost done.
Yeah, but some of the joints are a bit stubborn.
Just stubborn?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can actually use this little pipe thing and push it through the tip if you're having trouble. Just hangs down.
Let's see how many of these come out, because I know some of them didn't play well.
Can't win them all.
Yeah.
Ab Kumar asking again because it was missed. Does forged carbon fiber have advantages over anodized aluminum, or is it mostly a gimmick to use a cool new material in regards to the Kepler 65? It's a really good question. Honestly, I don't know enough about forged carbon fiber to really answer that question. I know that anodizing for aluminum is honestly not that great of a. It's not that great of a finish. It's not that durable of a finish for keyboard purposes, in my opinion. A lot of designers actually in the community are moving away from anodization entirely. Like I know Nordbauer recently did a very long post about why he hates anodization and why he's not going to do it anymore.
Dixie's doing Cerakote.
Yeah, Dixie also doesn't want to have a whole lot to do with anodization, as well as other designers too. So it's just not that good. It's not that easy to QC, especially if you're not there in person QCing everything. There's a lot of room for error, and it's really just not that durable of a finish regardless. So I would say it depends on how the forged carbon fiber is finished. I don't know what kind of finishing options they have for something like that. So I think we'll have to wait and see. That'd also just be a great question for 159 over at Project Keyboards. He would probably have a lot better answer than I would over that. I would say part of it definitely aesthetic, though. And obviously, being a different material, it's going to feel and sound different as well. Which, you know, you may or may not prefer depending on what your preferences are. Like Nebulan says, this is a hobby of preference.
Might have to come back for some of these joints because some of them didn't want to get desoldered.
Yeah, that happens.
PCB looks fine though.
Yeah.
Should still be good. I have yet to kill one. Fingers crossed.
It's pretty hard to mess up pads with that unless you just leave it for a long time. Corbin Dallas asking, anyone joining Thermal? I'm certainly going to try, yes. That's the plan.
I'm going to pass on it. The aesthetics aren't for me, personally. But Wilbur makes good boards. I think he designed the Zephyr too, and that's one of my favorite boards.
Yeah, Zephyr's a great board.
It's a good board.
Uh, 8-Bit Derp asking, what are your thoughts on the glorious GMMK? I went with that over the Race 3 due to hot swap switches.
It's alright, in my opinion.
It's a inexpensive starter board with basic but functional features that scale well with the price. So I think in short, I would say it's not a great board, but it's a good value. It's great to get someone into the keyboard community. It's great to maybe have as a first keyboard, maybe try out a bunch of different switches, see what kind of direction you want to go in. It's not the kind of board I'd like to type on for the rest of my life, but, you know, different strokes for different folks.
I'm gonna have to resolder some of these joints so I can try to desolder them again.
That's fine. You can move things wherever you need to, by the way.
I'm just gonna be really lazy and just do something probably not recommended and solder with a desoldering gun.
I like your style, even though the soldering iron is plugged in and right next to you. I like it.
It works. Nope, still not coming out. So
Yeah,
it's
here, give me this for a second.
no, it's not the gun. It's the joints themselves. Some of the switch holes are a bit tight.
Could still try. Or, I mean, you could always attempt old blue if you wanted.
That's worth a shot. Which one turns this on?
Hold that one. Take a second to heat up.
Yeah.
Rip video feed? Is the video feed down? Looks fine to me. Looks like we did drop a few frames, but nothing major. Might have just been a small blip in my internet or something. Seems like we're all right now. I apologize for that. There's not a whole lot we can do to help that.
Yeah, this is working better than the gun for some reason on some of these joints.
Yeah, never know.
Another thing I could do is I could just rip out the switch.
So just don't damage the pad. Someone use it.
Yeah.
Oh man, the desoldering gun is a true 2-in-1 tool, says Shoko. Yeah, I mean it really is just. It can be a soldering iron. It's just a very.
It's the god tool.
It's a bulky tip, I guess.
Maybe I'll just try the. No wait, no.
You do you, man.
I'm gonna dual wield. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, there we go.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Some of these pads are being a bit finicky.
Yeah, he's also a little new to the gun.
Yeah.
And by a little new, I mean a lot of new. Gio in the house. How was your flight, Gio? Are you home yet? Did you get home safe?
Just one at a time. Nope.
Sure it's not just the plate holding it in?
No, it's not. I can see like some solder on the thing.
Home for about an hour. Played with the cats. That's wholesome.
Someone said cats?
We like floofs over here.
Alright, I got it figured out. I just gotta resolder some of the ones that aren't playing along.
Yeah, the trick to it, which a lot of people mess up, is they'll push it down and they won't wait long enough to pull the trigger. You gotta wait like an uncomfortable amount of time for all the solder to melt. Like it feels like you're leaving it on there too long, but trust me, you're not. Met Advice Guy just joining us, says morning. Morning to you as well. I believe he's over in the EU, so hope you're having a grand morning over there. Chill times 2. Hey boys, says Talisman. What's up, man?
Hello, Talisman.
Yeah, we chilling over here. Doing a little desoldering, a little soldering, a little rebuilding. You know the drill.
A lot of fixing.
A lot of fixing.
That face when you have to rebuild a board in order to take it apart.
Oof, feels bad.
It's cool to just leave it like right here, or
Yeah, I usually just prop it up somewhere on the metal because like that's fine. It's just, if it falls off, it's worrisome.
what else?
Oh, you're getting there. Got a lot of them out. On your way to work. Oof.
Enjoy work.
Enjoy that work. Yes, tomorrow is Monday, huh? Or for some of you, it already is Monday. For a lot of you, it's probably already Monday.
For some of you, tomorrow's Tuesday.
Wow. Time zones. How they work.
Time zones are magic.
It is. It's true.
Almost. Instead of figure out which ones are the ones giving me issues.
I believe in you, Ray. You can do this.
That's wholesome.
Let's see some wholesomeness in the chat for Ray, boys and girls. Jeff Leopard at work right now. Feels bad, man.
At least you're making that money.
Gotta make that money. That's what makes the world go around, unfortunately. Oh, you're getting some wholesome emotes, bro.
Oh, I love it.
You need some help, my dude?
Nah, I think I got it. If I do, though, I'll definitely hit you up all the way across the table.
I'll help
How do you
you.
turn this off? The same thing?
Yeah, you can just unplug it, actually.
Unplug and plug it back in.
Yeah.
That's a janky way to do it, but if it works.
That's just what I do, because, you know, I'm not efficient at some things.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Just gotta wait for all that to melt. The one day I need to start work early is the day after I come home from Pacific Standard Time. I'm not happy. Yeah. Those time zones, man. They're a little rough. Just a little bit.
It's starting to make noise, I think. The pitch is starting to change. I got a question for all my degens out there. Any good cartoons you've watched lately?
Take it easy, med advice guy. Hope your day of work goes very fast and very casual. And you make a lot of money. Slippery Pete says Bojack. so is Nebulant. That face when you meant anime, but nobody realized
Hey,
it.
if it's 2D, it's degen to me.
It's a good way to look at it. Working?
Yeah, I think so. It's going better now.
Alright. George has been watching Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san Season 2.
That name's too long.
I don't know what that is.
So that's got to be degen. So you obviously are Manitoba. almost done. Hopefully.
I believe you. Believe in me that believes in you.
Alright, let's see.
Alright. Time for the real test. Did he do it, ladies and gentlemen? It's going well.
Missed one.
This one, huh?
Yeah, but I'm too lazy to actually use the turning it back on, so we're doing the bold move.
The Ray special, as it were.
It works.
Sushi's girlfriend did it better, says Gio. It's true. She did clearly desolder a PCB at the Airbnb. The bad news is that PCB no longer works. So it's hard to know really what's better and worse here.
It was too clean.
I'd say if this PCB still works fully, Ray did a better job.
Let my board go free.
Oh,
It's free.
it's free. It happened. You saw it here first.
Where are my pogs in the chat?
Was it a rip trace? I'm not really sure.
We don't know.
I'll probably try to diagnose it at another time. I'm not going to do it right now,
How
though.
do I turn that off, by the way?
That button on the back of the handle. Press that in. That's it. Ready to swap back?
Yeah, let me just... I don't know why I'm not doing this over the thing.
Sometimes we're not very smart, Ray. And
Yeah, just like when we make Holy Pandas for the first time ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright,
Hey, man.
let's swap over.
Think about if it was someone less wholesome that made Holy Pandas. Alright, quick heat swap, guys. Seat swap, not heat swap. Wow. I was thinking of
Hot
soldering.
swap.
I was thinking about soldering irons.
Yeah.
I can get back to this water. Stay hydrated. Everyone's still talking about anime.
I love it.
You got everyone talking about.
I got the degens to come out of the
Degeneracy.
woodwork. And then we got Heat Loss talking about manga, probably.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. Quote Heat Loss. I read the manga, but I'm excited to see how the anime turns out. I'm sorry, but you're out now. You've mentioned it.
You guys just too funny.
You know, actually, I remember these stabs lived with 3204.
Oh, yeah?
It's not good because this one started rattling again. So
Yeah. So what happened with this one? This one get.
this one, I think this one started rattling, but other than that, it was just a stab because it kept hitting the
It's-
plate.
So it's the
It's
the
the-
cutout on the plate. Is that what's happening?
It's meant for south facing. It's meant for the wire to be on the south side.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like it's actually supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Which should still be fine for mine.
This is a. Also, these plates function as some good fans because they got quite a bit of flex to them. You want to lay it out on it real quick and find out?
I don't know.
You want to put some Zelios on the corners just so you can have something to hold it in?
I think what I'm gonna do is let's just take these stabs off because we're going to anyways, right?
Yeah, but you may as well just to see because that way you don't have to take them out. You can do a quick test and then we can see how to proceed. Because if there's an issue, I'll just find a way to file this and then you can use the Waldo. Let's get. Why am I putting this in here?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
I'm testing it.
I'm just here for the chill step.
I'm testing it for you because I'm a wholesome boy.
We got nothing but wholesomeness in this stream right now, and I love it.
It looks like it might be fine, but only way to find out is to grab an enter key and go to town.
Yeah, there's a lot of GMK sets.
This looks fine though. Look, it's going all the way up.
Yeah, Could be fine. Still test it though. Oh, actually, wait, no, never mind. I have a set right here. We're good.
We just need any
This,
stabilized key.
yeah, I got it. This is gonna be the set I'm putting on there anyways, so I already
Shift
have
or
it.
enter work. Just test it.
Here.
Well, look what I got.
Oh, all right.
That's the sluggish returns. That might just be because this enter is EPBT, so it's a bit banana-y.
Let's test it with GMK.
But I'm not feeling any issue with like the plate, so it should be fine.
Let's find.
Blind Assassin, it is opposite, but it might be. I think it's fine. I think it was just the cutout on the palm plate was a bit closer.
That's pretty natural.
Yeah. So the issue I think the issue is with the palm plate, the cutout for the wire is a bit lower than like the top point for the switch hole, whereas on the steel plate, they're like level with each other, so there's a bit more room.
Yeah, the wire is most certainly under the plate on this one, on the steel plate here.
It's not. No, I don't think the wire is actually hitting the plate on that one. This one, it definitely is. That one, there's just barely enough room.
Can confirm. Normal feeling. It's rattly, but
I'm gonna fix that.
That was like that before, anyways. Yeah. Okay. There's that.
Time to steal my own stabs.
Yep. So you take those stabs. I'm gonna put my stabs on that when you're done.
You have washers?
Nah, I don't really need those.
Okay.
I mean, if there's an issue, I just put electrical tape on it. But I've only ever had an issue like once, maybe twice on a PCB because of screw-in stabs. Space Cadet? Yeah, I'm gonna wind up putting Space Cadet on there.
Spat Cadet, come on.
Yeah. Spat Cadet. Just take a file to it. I don't have a file though, so we were trying to find a way to do it without files.
Otherwise, it was just I take the board home and rebuild it then.
Yeah, we wanted to do something on stream today, so.
Yeah. Plus, I got other stuff to build when I get home. If anyone wants to check that out.
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe on Twitch.
Well, follow first.
Follow and subscribe.
The
on
money's
Twitch.
optional.
Yeah, to your boy.
So is following, but hey, I appreciate the follow more.
Twitch.tv/TheRayginAsian. Can confirm, wholesome man, likes cats.
Is there a bot command for shoutouts like Nathan's server?
No, I'm not that cool.
Damn.
I should make one though.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that.
Especially if you have guests that happen to have Twitch channels, like, for example, Dixie. He streams on occasion.
He does
And if you ever
stream.
have him as a guest, you could just shout him out.
Yeah, certainly.
Make sure it's mod only, though. You don't want everyone just shout outing Dixie.
That's true. It's very, very true.
Or maybe you do.
Did you say shout outing?
Yes.
I like that way more than shouting out. Followed for cats. Nice.
It's unfortunate I don't have any cats.
That's really unfortunate. For how much you like cats, it's weird that you don't have any cats.
I had an outdoor one once.
I'm just gonna speed this up a little bit.
Yeah.
That way I'm not just standing here looking like a moron.
Whoa,
Which I'm
that's
gonna-
not wholesome.
Which I usually do anyways, but
That's not wholesome, Brian. We don't do that here.
what? Standing there or being a moron?
Yes.
Got it. Looks like you already got washers on these two.
Yep.
There you go.
I just meant for you.
That should be fine.
Although one of the washers is kind of messed up, but hey.
Yeah, this one's a little bit better.
Was that the enter or the... Oh, no, that's enter. So, because this one's still fine. So just making sure
Gotcha.
the bad stab gets isolated.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were gonna re-loop all of them or just this one.
I appreciate the one uwu sushi zen.
Singular uwu, often the best uwu.
That's the wholesome one. And speaking of wholesome, this is a bad stab. Gotta fix that.
Do you want a new one?
No, I'm gonna fix it. It's just I think this one was under lubed.
Alright.
What happened to the washer? It doesn't matter. It was entered. I guess it's gone. I don't think it's gonna short on anything here anyway. There's
No. I've used 2 or 3 Waldos without washers and had
Can I
no
borrow your
issues before.
sticky screwdriver real quick? Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. I gotta lay my stuff out anyways. And I gotta test my stabs to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, but you need to screw them in to test them.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
What switches are those? These are Holy Pandas. He's currently working with V1 Zelios that are lubed. My Holy Panda's also lubed.
Gonna be rebuilding with Hako clears though.
What is this? Oh, it's... Oh, wait.
It's the Swiss cheese.
Which,
It supports 2U left shift and 2.25. That's the unfortunate part of the DZ60.
which way is the normal one?
The rightmost one.
Okay. I always feel like that's a thing.
Yeah.
People actually...
You know what PCB is not gonna have that? The ANSI from Cannon Keys. It's gonna be a good board.
Yeah, that's good.
When I get the chance, I always shill Upas because he's a good man. He's a very handsome man too, as we found out.
Upas could be a model too. Let me tell you, man.
If you haven't seen Upas, you haven't lived.
OG pandas. Yeah, these are the OGest of Holy Pandas. Quite literally, the very first Holy Pandas ever made.
Alright, this is the one I gotta work on.
Split shift, best shift? For right shift, yes. Hako clears are a spicy choice.
Yeah.
It's a good choice though. It's a good switch.
Palm plate makes everything sound good. That's a guarantee.
What are your favorite MX non-silent tactiles? Top 3. I think that's
Zelios,
pretty easy.
Zelios V2, Hako Trues, and third one is a bit of a toss-up. Maybe V1 Zelios for me.
For me, Zelio V2 is far and away my favorite tactile switch right now. So that's my number 1. My number 2, probably Holy Pandas if they're tuned well enough. My third is going to be a toss-up between either Hako Clears or Hako Royal Clears. I like both those versions quite a bit. Corbin Dallas was digging that Chimera Proto by Upas. Yeah, that was a good one. We got to play with that one on our Airbnb.
That was a handsome board.
That was a nice one.
It's not for me for certain aesthetic reasons, but I would still buy it if presented with the opportunity.
It was very pretty.
I got other 65s I'm looking forward to, so I probably won't get that one. But if you get the chance, would recommend. Always support Upas.
Shout out to Upas over at Cannon Keys.
Don't forget the reason he got into PCB design. That was quite noble of him. He did it because he wanted to provide people with economic boards so they could test out things like ortho.
Yeah, a lot of very inexpensive kits on his website, Cannon Keys. Sushi, please.
What's he doing?
He's trying to sell the PCB for $500 that had the Holy Pandas in.
He's trying to flip.
I think I paid $10 for that PCB.
Chat, I'm gonna need you to remind him, flippers get snippers.
I'm about to demod him real quick.
Give me the mod.
It's starting to sound like a better idea by the minute, Ray.
He's gonna get it.
Has anyone ever tried lubed cherry clear? Yeah, so Ergo clears, which means cherry MX clear with a generally lighter spring weight in it. Lubed was a very, very common tactile switch back before Cherry's patent on the design ran up until 2014. That's when their patent ran up. And then we started seeing more manufacturers enter the market making switches like Gateron, Greetech, TTC, and the rest. So that was kind of the tactile switch of choice, actually, MX Clears, many years ago.
They also inspired a bunch of switches too, like
Zelios.
Mod M, Zelios V1.
Yep, Mod M, Zelios V1, definitely.
God M's, sorry.
Oh, Ray, please. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I think if they're broken in correctly and they're lubed correctly, they can be alright. I generally think there are just better switches right now in the market, though.
$47 views for a random Sunday late night, relatively late Sunday night stream. That's pretty good. I told you.
That's not bad. We'll probably catch some of the
Let's see
EU
that.
crowd as they wake up. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I need some switches to test these stabilizers, which I happen to have right here.
Damage point. Brutal 65 has his heart. Yeah, I might try to grab one. Upas's line of brutal line of boards is very good.
Wait a minute. What bottom row were you using on this? 7U? Or that is 7U? Okay.
7U.
Looked off for a second, but that was just me being silly.
You're always silly. That's your secret.
That's true.
Here's your screwdriver in case you need it now.
Thank you.
Do you still have the enter key? I need to test this.
No, but I can grab it.
Oh, wait. I have my banana one.
2U shift.
That's fine. Same size.
Yeah.
Wait, 2U or 2.25?
Looks like a 2U.
Oh, that's disgusting, but it'll work.
Yeah.
Don't use 2U left shift.
As long as it works, though, right?
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah. About to rip out the switch point out this keycap. Yep. Here's your disgusting shift back.
Yeah. Hey, man. Comes with the set.
Comes with these.
Well, Ray, please. What do you think this is? Your stream?
Yes.
Sheesh. Oh, man.
It's mine now. I'm taking
Oh,
over.
no. Oh, no.
Top Clack's under new ownership.
What have we done? I like how I put that cap away, but I still need it.
No, you don't need that one. That was 2U left shift. That's the one you don't want.
No, well, I mean, for testing stabs.
Ah.
Yeah, 7U space bar.
Sushi Zen wants to know top 3 silent linears.
That's pretty easy because there's not really a lot
There's
of them.
only 3 as far as I know. There's MX Xylence, which is, in my opinion, the best. Helios, which are alright. And then Otemu's silent linears, which are... I only tried one this morning, and it was okay.
For me, Helios are at the top. That's my favorite. I don't care about anything else. The rest of them are all kind of irrelevant to me. So I don't know.
I should probably test this PCB before I actually solder it.
Probably should. I'm going to borrow a couple of your switches just because they're PCB mount.
Yeah.
Test these a little bit easier.
I might call an audible and actually just program this on my laptop off screen real quick.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Wait, it's outside. I'm too lazy to go outside and grab my laptop.
Not worth anymore.
No. It's set up to watch anime, not program. If it's dead, I'll do it at home.
Okay, spacebar pretty good. Enter good.
That's pretty good.
That's good shit.
Brian, please.
Really? Really?
Yes.
That's also pretty good. Alright, my stab's looking good.
You know what else is looking good?
Everyone that we shared an Airbnb with.
Yes. They were all good-looking people and good people.
Yeah, we got lucky. Everyone was awesome.
Even Geo.
Even Geo. Yeah.
Imagine trusting a top clack mod.
Eh,
We did, and look where it got us. A wholesome weekend.
That's true.
You think the person who desoldered this tested it before they sent it to you?
Nope. I sure don't.
Do you think at all?
Sometimes.
Damn. That's more than I do.
Every now and then, I try to think.
Oh, that's quite the bent pin.
Put some respect on Silent Inks, Brian. You're right. I actually totally forgot about those because they're kind
Oh
of
yeah, those are
you're
pretty
right.
good.
Those are honestly pretty good. I would put them about on par, interchangeably with Helios for me.
I have one singular Silent Ink because it got thrown in with my order of just normal inks. But from what I felt, it's pretty good. I'd probably get it over Helios. I'm just putting some of these in randomly because some of these holes are not desoldered at all.
Yeah. You want me to try to clean them up for you?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Let's see. Escape for sure. Escape. 6. You could probably see which ones have like filled in joints. I'd probably just leave it with the PCB and that way there's something to hold it up. You want to pop in your switches in the plate?
No, I'm gonna just do that one by one real quick.
Enjoy not having thumbs when you're done.
Wait, what?
So look at some of the joints on the.
Oof.
They're filled in, so I can't actually pop in a switch. You might have to actually put in solder first, though.
Let's try. Nice. Very clean. Is it 6 also?
Bit Derp wants to know top 3 clack switches.
Click or clack?
I don't know, man.
It's I feel like that question can be taken so many ways.
I'm a big fan of the Holy Panda clack.
Holy Panda Clack might be top tier clack, honestly. Even though it's not my favorite switch anymore. It's
Gatoron Blacks with a milky top and black bottom. One of my favorites. I think I like it more than MX Blacks. Oh, they were talking about clicky switches.
oh, clicky. MX, I said.
No, just clicky switches. So you can do Alps if you want, I guess.
Beam Spring, I guess, number 1. Second would be any Kale box clicky. I like all of them pretty much the same, and I think they're all very good. These holes are cleaning up real nice, by the way, Ray.
Nice.
Don't want you to fret. What is that? Like, how bad? That's pretty bad.
Man, whoever desoldered this PCB, please let one of us do it next time.
Yeah, it was probably done by a hand pump.
I could do better with it. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I could probably do better with a hand pump because that's all I have at home.
Might
I don't
have
have a
been-
gun yet, but I might have to invest in one now. That was
Might have been their first time or something. You never know. We've kind of all been there.
I never did answer that question about clicky switches. So I guess my favorite clickies would be Amber Alps, Box Navies, and then box white. It's weird. For the thick click bar, I prefer the heavier switches, but for the thin bar, I prefer the whites, which is like the lightest clicky switches. Beam Spring might be an honorable mention, but I think I just like the box whites a bit more.
Okay, I think of your business. Let me know if you run into another issue. I'll leave that on just in case.
Gio wants, or wait, no, wait, that's Sushi.
What?
Oh, he's just saying Top Clack does Vegas to Gio.
Oh,
That'd be
Top
something.
Clack does Vegas. It's possible.
KeyCon Vegas, let's make it happen.
That could be a thing. Yeah. I'm much more likely to go to KeyCon if it's in Vegas than if it's in Pennsylvania. Vegas, much closer to me. Much cheaper flights by a lot.
Well, aren't you from Pennsylvania?
I am.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go home though.
I don't really like Pennsylvania, if I'm being honest. I like some of the stuff out there, but I don't know.
The Philly cheesesteak.
You know, I got asked this on stream not too long ago. Cheesesteak, not bad. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little overrated too. Maybe I've just had a lot of them.
Sushi, if you're not at NorCal, I'm gonna be really disappointed in you now.
Yeah, once you get a taste of a meetup and the events surrounding it, it's easy to want to go to a lot of them. Alright. We're making good pace. We're putting switches in together now.
Yeah, it's a race to who can get to the soldering iron first.
It's not a race, because I don't like racing. If I were racing, I'd move a lot faster.
Do you think there's enough pad left for me to actually do step? Oh wait, no.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
step looks like the one you have to do.
No, to do normal caps is what I meant.
You could. What you could do is, if it doesn't work, you just
Jump it.
you just bridge the two pads together.
I'd prefer not to, but if I gotta,
That's fine. It's fine. I have wire and stuff. Bridging's not a big deal if you gotta.
someone use the build command. I love the thing you have set up for it.
New life for the original Holy Panda board, guys.
A piece of keyboard community history. The board that seeded so many melons.
It's true. It is unfortunately true. It's a good board, though. You're gonna type on it when I'm done, right? And you're gonna probably like it, hopefully.
Are we gonna have to go on Umi just to get that nut button?
Yes. Yes, we will. Functional asking, why do people prefer stepped caps lock? Good question. A lot of people will probably tell you it's aesthetics, which it could be. For me, it partially is. Stepped caps lock, a little bit more classic. I kind of like that more elegant approach. The more functional reason is because when you're over by the A, sometimes it's a little bit easier to accidentally hit the caps lock because it's so close. But with the step in there, it gives you kind of a barrier because you have to push farther down to hit it if you want to press it there. And plus, a little off-center, so it's a little bit harder to hit.
Some of these pins are a little bent, so I just gotta straighten them out before I pop them into the PCB.
Yep. Always good to check each switch to make sure they're good.
Especially if you're doing a hot swap board. If you don't check, you're gonna have a bad time.
A very bad time. This PCB was working before we desoldered it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, should still be good then. Pads look pretty good.
If a pad is dead, I'll be very ashamed because that's the that'll be the first time I've lifted a pad on PCB.
It'd be ironic that it'd be with your first, like, nicer desoldering equipment.
I'd never use a desoldering gun again.
Exactly. Place to rest your pinky when playing games for you. That works too. Yeah. Makes it a little bit easier to not accidentally hit in games. I hit normal caps lock a lot when I'm playing games. Plate's still a little warped to this corner, so I'm going to try to bend it back just a little bit. That's better. Generally put control on caps lock, so I guess that's why I'm not interested. That's fine too, yeah.
For HHKB layout boards, I don't like doing step cap / control. I always do standard one.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Turns out we can do a lot of things in this community, and all of them are fine.
It's almost like this is a preference-based hobby.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Except it is.
If anyone here is subscribed to Teha Types, can we get a preference emote, please?
Is that how it works? You have to be subbed to him?
Yeah. But then you can take them to any channel you want.
That's true.
There we go.
A lot of Teha fans.
A lot of
in the
people.
chat.
A lot of people. I'm not gonna be banning.
Teha types. Good people. Good people, good channel.
Front page yesterday too.
Yeah, shout out to Nathan Kim. Making the big strides.
Almost 5.3K
Yeah.
peak viewer.
Very, very, very impressive.
This community is about to go places if he keeps doing that.
Yeah. I mean that's got to bring people in faster than any other outlet that we currently have.
I gotta say, even though you'll never see this in practically, this looks pretty good with the
Yeah, it's like a white on white.
white on white on white.
It's like snowy. I love it. Oh yeah, white serious and white caps also.
Yeah,
This is actually gonna look pretty good.
the most aesthetic build.
These switches are really good.
Yeah, all the Hakos are like very good
I don't know.
tactiles.
I've never tried any of the production ones. These are the prototypes, but I feel like these are just really good.
They're probably the same.
Probably the same.
Some of these contacts though, these pins. That one's not going in. The person who had this before, this was in an HHKB layout board, right?
I have no idea, man. I think so.
They got it for a Sirius, I think.
It was for Sirius. I'm not sure if it was for the HHKB layout Sirius. Could be.
Top Clack sub emotes, Brian. We need them apparently. I agree.
You're right. I don't know why I haven't done them yet. What should I do though? Suggestions.
The holy pen.
Oh no, Dre, why you just trying to like make me take this to the grave, aren't you? I'm trying to leave the holy panda behind, and it keeps just pulling back at me.
I hope there's enough pad on this. It's gonna be a close one. Otherwise, I won't be able to press control.
It's so easy to fix. Even if it doesn't work, it's so easy to fix.
I'm a lazy boy.
I'll do it for you. All you have to do is bridge the stepped and non-stepped versions.
You right. I'm still a lazy boy.
It's real easy. Okay. Switch KBs.
Halo clear stems, Hako clear stems. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
And the bases actually look pretty similar color-wise too.
It's inside for HHKB, right?
Yeah.
I swear, every time I put a bottom row on, I'm like, I was blank on exactly how it's supposed to be done, even though I've done it like 100 times already. Alright, I'm also going to test with some caps. I need to figure out what kind of switch I want to put in my spacebar, because I don't want it to be a holy panda, because that makes
Hako clear?
for a really loud.
Not this one, because this one will probably break your stem. It's unless you stem shave it, but your cruciform is MIA.
That's true. I have to find that first.
You want me to look into your bag of switches?
I'm trying to think of what I would want.
T1? Fairly similar feel. Not as loud.
T1. I guess I do have more T1s than I need. Yeah, give me a T1. We'll see how that goes. Not terribly hard to swap the switch if I don't like it anyways.
Now that's teamwork.
That is teamwork.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Aw, yeah. Loop T1. And filmed, actually.
I love how we're somewhat similar spots in our builds.
It's almost kind of odd.
It's almost like we held each other up with certain parts, like when I was desoldering, and you couldn't really move forward. And then we had to screw in stabs around the same time.
That's okay, as long as one of us can look at chat sometimes, we're good. Because we got this done in the bag.
Milky
Shout out to my dude XI Grundy for the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, man.
Is that who I think it is?
Maybe.
The Grundy from Top 5?
That is the Grundy, yeah. The one and only.
The hard carry?
Yeah, exactly. Colin the hard carry Grundy. Alright. Where are we at next?
Uh-oh. That's not a good.
Uh-oh. That's fine. That's not good either. We're running into mistakes at the same time. This is okay.
Yeah, but you gotta I gotta go back at the stab.
That's okay. You might be able to touch it up from there through the plate or something.
Nah, I'm gonna go hard on this one. Uh-oh. Or not, because this plate doesn't want to come apart from this PCB now.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh no, I'm incredibly small brain. I know why. You actually gotta take off the stabilized keys because they're holding it together.
Oh yeah, the pressure, huh?
When's Nathan gonna get a smooth brain emote so we can have that? Spam it everywhere.
Does that look off to you?
Yes. Wait, actually, let me see it from straight on. That looks fine to me. Especially if you just like press it to the left as much as you can.
Yeah. I can't quite. So, yeah, I guess that's about right. Okay. They say teamwork makes dreams work. Actually, can we do some big brain play here?
What?
Can you solder this while I hold it in place? There's so many times when I'm working on a keyboard that I wish I had 4 hands,
Well, now you do.
and now we do. This is truly a revolution.
From here, this point on, all keyboards have to be built in pairs for maximum convenience.
Yes. And for maximum wholesomeness.
Yeah. It takes 2 to tango and be wholesome.
That's right. That is right.
You want me to hold it and then I'll just like push it in?
Yeah, you just gotta get it to the
I hope flux doesn't like splash onto my hands because then I might accidentally drop it.
It does, but I do it all the time. It's not that bad. It only burns for a second.
That's a long second when it's burning.
Wait, which key is it? This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure you're pushing in the right
Yeah.
direction?
Let me make sure this is on camera.
Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna try to use my hand to block a potential flux splatter.
Mr. 159 got some questions for you, Mr. Timothy Topclack. Is this the Mr. Holy Panda?
Nah, man.
And then he gives you 420 bits.
All right, you're good. I can do the other pad without it. I just want to make sure the orientation is proper. Is that right? That's good, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, it looks like it's kind of sagging, but when I look at it from like this angle, it looks totally level. I think my brain's just playing tricks on me.
I think it's because you're not acknowledging the fact that you got 420 bits from Mr. 159.
Oh, Josh. Thanks, man. Very solid amount of bits. I appreciate that. I am indeed Mr. Holy Panda. Someone make me a shirt, man. I'll wear it. I might not wear it.
Imagine not wearing
I
a
might not
shirt acknowledging that you are a part of history.
I think we're all kind of a part of history, right?
You made history. We just lived in it.
Wow. Need Brian in a panda suit on stream? Should I get a panda suit? That sounds expensive.
You can get those panda hats, the ones that have like the little fuzzy things at the end.
Oh, that's pretty smart. Okay.
And then get a halo, put that on top. I'm all about the big ideas.
I like that. I like that. That's pretty big brain, honestly.
Panda jammies. That's also a good one.
Panda jammies? I like jammies. Okay. I'm just going to
So pro tip, don't lube your stabs with 3204 unless you're going to go really heavy on it, because I got a pretty reasonable coat on these wires. Still a bit of rattle. You'd be better off with the, medium coat of 205.
Agreed. Alright, looks like all my switches are in and straight. I'm going to make sure all the pins are poking through here. It's easier to fix a bent pin now than it is while you're soldering.
Don't mind me just putting some Stay Puff on my stabilizer wire.
You are good, man.
Love me some marshmallow cream. Especially on my keyboard parts.
It's the best place for it.
Marshmallow cream would probably be pretty good until it went bad. Because it's very thick.
Yeah, using food and pretty much anything keyboard related, not really a good idea, if I'm being honest.
You won't know unless you try.
No, I'm pretty sure I know without trying. See, food rots. Most keyboard parts should not rot.
Tell those people who made foam and foil.
Fair enough. And we see how successful that turned out.
Leopold's bringing it back.
Are they really?
Yeah. FC 660 PT, I think, or something like that.
Wow, interesting. Alright, I'm going to start soldering while he's finishing up his stabs. And hopefully by the time he's got that reassembled, I'll be done soldering, and he can solder. So I'm left-handed, so Ray doesn't have to worry.
If only you could send it over here when you're done, so that way I could just solder with my right hand and you wouldn't have to worry.
I mean, ideally, I would be right-handed and you'd be left-handed, right?
Yeah.
Like, an easier handoff, I think. So I'm soldering one of the middle switches first, just for a little added stability here.
The old anchor switch technique. It's a good one.
Yeah. Press them down on the PCB a little bit. Denton Burton Jr. is asking, if you were to storm Area 51 and find the aliens, what mechanical keyboard would you show them to make them not destroy our planet?
This one. The OG Holy Panda
The
board with
original
new
Holy
PCB.
Panda board.
With a new PCB.
It's holy, right? It's got to be wholesome. Pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah, I mean, holy pandas, right? Why not?
You gotta put your best foot forward.
May not be my current favorite Switch, but I feel like it's a Switch that really kind of can show what a mechanical keyboard can feel and sound like. What the heck?
Oh, Gio needed that before he was gonna leave. Well, good night, Gio.
You needed what?
He was about to leave, and then
Oh.
he wanted the answer to that question. It was a good question in his defense.
It was indeed a good question. Alright. I think I got this lined up right. I'm gonna try to fly through this soldering.
Take your time.
Since the board's been soldered before, there's already like some residual solder on the pads, which actually makes soldering much
especially
quicker.
with some switches like box switches where like one of the pins are not copper, and so solder doesn't flow onto it as easily, in my experience.
I'm gonna laugh when this PCB doesn't work.
And this one doesn't work either.
How bad would that be, man? It'd be so bad.
I wouldn't even be mad. I'd just take it as a,
I'd be like, oh, okay. And I just
Big joke.
desolder this one and like.
and then I just rebuild this again at home.
Yeah.
Probably with the trues at that point. Because if I'm gonna have to take the whole thing apart, may as well use switches that won't crack keycaps. All right, these steps are sounding good now.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more stable. No pun intended.
No rattle. And the enter actually goes all the way up. You can keep your one Hako clear.
Thanks, man.
That's a part of keyboard history. That was Input Club's second ever switch.
That's true. It's a prototype too. Proto always cooler, right?
Everyone's favorite backspace, Xbox.
Not this guy.
One good thing about fixed plates, everything is most likely going to be straight.
Fixed plate with plate mounted switches. Oof.
159, this is a wholesome stream. I agree. You know what'd be even more wholesome though? Bigger stab hole cutouts on your serious plates.
You know what'd be even more wholesome though? If you like held a switch while I soldered it so we got the proper orientation.
Wait,
Oh wait, that happened. That was pretty wholesome. Welcome, all you new viewers. See a lot of new names in here.
XD Castle XD. I love it. Rebuilding keyboards for both of us, really. Almost dropped the keycap. This is the Sirius plate. I'm rebuilding the Sirius because I got a PCB from Brian, so my enter can actually fully return.
I see what you did there.
Oh yeah. Newton Apple Pie wants to know what we think of the new colored Gat inks. I haven't tried them yet, so can't say. But I would imagine the red inks are gonna be just a lighter version of the current Gat inks. But
That's exactly
I don't like
what
light
I'm
switches.
aware of. So my top Clack co-host does have all of them in hand for sampling, and from what he tells me, the red one really is just a lighter ink. And the yellow, I don't remember what he said about the yellow. The blue is just a blue click jacket style. So, I don't know, probably not a big fan of that one. A lot of us tend not to care too much about the click jacket implementations.
There's some good ones.
Caps on before you slaughter. Interesting. I guess we'll at least give you a feel for it.
It also holds it up a bit more. Only ever do it on top mount boards for fairly obvious reasons. C, and M.
Yeah, so we're basically just rebuilding boards, touching them up a little bit. I think Josh had a question for you.
Where?
New plate, old plate.
Oh yeah, I
Google
answered that
plate.
one.
Oh, did you? Oh, my apologies. I'm behind in chat. Undercover Brother wants to know what your shirt says, right?
Oh, it's just a wrestling shirt. Yeah. Your boy likes pro wrestling.
My head blocking the camera angle when I saw like this?
No, the chat is though. Blowing the solder smoke my way, huh?
Not trying to. At least it gets filtered by my AC/dehumidifier. Alright, getting closer. 2 more rows left.
I'm still putting on caps.
Yeah. We'll probably finish roughly the same time. That's what she said.
Yeah, you gotta help me jump this pad though.
Yeah, assuming it doesn't work.
You should probably test that PCB while I'm soldering this one.
Nah, I'm already almost done soldering it. What could go wrong?
No, I mean like when you finish the soldering.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be the smart thing to do.
Imagine being smart.
I like to live dangerously sometimes.
Imagine living safely.
Sounds too wholesome.
UPass linking Canon keys kits. They're good for practicing soldering.
That's 159 linking those, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Not the same person.
He's linking UPass's kits though. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Your boy's tired.
Any specific solder you're using? This is Kester 44. It's a 0.8 millimeter. I like this one a lot. I've used a few. I've only used like maybe 4 or 5 different solders, but this has been my favorite one by far.
Strong with the question for both of us, Brian. Opinions on HHKB versus Win keyless from both of our experiences. Both are interesting to him for different reasons. Win keyless for aesthetic, HHKB for function. He also clarifies on a 60.
I actually feel exactly the same. I think Win keyless with normal backspace looks the best. Because I really like that classic Win keyless TKL kind of style of aesthetic, even on a 60%. In terms of functionality, HHKB definitely.
For me, it's just HHKB all the way. Although I'd probably use Win keyless more on like a dedicated gaming board because I can't get used to control on caps, and it just messes with my mind too much. So I haven't built any Win keyless 60%, but it would probably be a dedicated gaming board, if such a thing were reasonable.
Alright.
My turn?
Yeah, let's do the old swapperoo. Iron's still on. Gun is not.
I don't need the gun.
Yeah, I'll just let you know in case you did. Alright. My bad.
Lego.
Grog DX asking, how is the flux on the Kester 44? I've been using the 245 and it works well, but leaves more flux behind than I like. I would say the same is pretty much true about the Kester 44. It's not really like extensive, but it definitely leaves behind a fair amount of flux. So I guess now that this is soldered, I can actually plug it in and give it a quick test. We need to unplug my HHKB for this, unfortunately. But that's okay. I'll grab the USB-C attachment for my Limo cable here.
That's a really fine tip on this soldering iron.
I love that. I can do like the thicker tips, but I like I like that size.
I've only ever used the stock Hako FX888D tip.
Okay. Well, the PCB works so far. It's setting up. That's a good start. Forgot to open switch hitter. Windows SW and Enter work so far.
That's a good start.
That's a good start. I guess I can I'll put this on the screen for you guys in case you want to follow along switch hitter with me. Let's see how many of these keys I messed up on.
I mean, how many I messed up on?
Well, it's a team effort. We'll see what happens.
You don't just run your hand along the whole thing?
I do, but sometimes that just hurts my finger.
Who needs fingers?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in typing it. It's hard to type without fingers. Probably not impossible, but it's probably pretty hard. %. That's pretty good. Last I checked.
Better than Sushi's girlfriend.
Can you hand me that space cat? Just the back of it.
Not trying to throw shade, but I have a better success rate.
Yeah. This PCB works 100%. The PCB that Sushi's girlfriend decided works 0%. So I'm no mathematician. But I believe 100.
The numbers don't lie.
I believe 100 is a higher percentage than 0. While he's soldering there, I'm going to put some caps on.
You have to do them anchor boys.
That's right. Oh, I'm going to take away the switch hitter for now on screen. Thanks for bearing with the stream, guys. I know it's late and
It's
it's
out of nowhere.
It's kind of it's unplanned. It's out of nowhere, and there's we're trying to fit 2 people on here, and it's kind of wonky.
But we're having a good time, and hopefully you are too.
Exactly. Preach. He speaks the truth.
Always trust a man who's all about the truth. He knows things.
That's right. Guess the backspace was straight after all.
I think there's barely enough of a pad there for it to maybe work. Like, it's grabbing something.
It could work. And if it doesn't, we'll just bridge it. It'll be pretty simple. What I like about Space Cadet is you get this stepped rub out key.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about rubbing out, but that's a pretty good one.
Can I get some Teha Ludes in the chat for the rub out?
In fact, I'm going to use the unstepped rub out version. Very, very good.
Teha Ludes for my boy.
I'm excited for you to type on this board, Ray.
There we go. Lana likes it thick with the Teha Ludes.
Wow. Username checks out.
He should have called it Teha Gasm. Missed opportunity. You putting the caps on before you install it into the board?
Yeah, I'm trying a method out of your book now.
I just like this because it lifts it up a bit more. It makes it a bit easier for soldering.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
We gotta find that cruciformer though. I don't want to nuke my GMK caps if I forget.
Oh my god, stabilizer is sounding so much better finally. Sushi is at what, 100% great on best mod though? Nah, he lost the sub-decided best mod.
SMH my head.
Yeah, he is officially not best mod according to the subscribers. Yeah, that feud really does just come right over here.
Yep.
I didn't realize how bad you had it. My apologies. You guys throwing shade? Nah. No shade here. We're just having a fun time. If it ever seems like we're throwing shade, it's always
in jest.
It's always in jest. Yeah. There are too many good people in the community, man. There really are.
Just a couple of jesters here. Class clowns.
That's right.
No one's as much of a clown as Kelly, though. He's got his own town for it.
Karcha says, great stream to wake up to and have some coffee. Nice. Very nice.
Great support from the EU, boys and girls.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching this. And he was actually the winner of the Purple Chat Clipe giveaway not too long ago. Which I will ship out to you very soon now that I'm back from the Seattle meetup. 10 Strong saying, I don't know if you all are local to each other or if this is spontaneous, but this would be great to continue. So we're not actually local to each other. Ray is in town temporarily for the Seattle meetup and surrounding events. He does go back home to California tomorrow. So probably won't be able to do this for a while.
We could always try to do, like, you know...
We could try to do,
streams, but...
yeah, a little bit more conventional build streams, a little bit more structured. This was very spontaneous, and obviously, as you can see, it's kind of hard to get us both on camera with everything, because I only have 2 cameras. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's one of those situations where we just kind of make the best of it and just have fun. And hopefully you guys can see that even though it's not perfect, that, you know, we're still having a good time. Yeah.
I'm surprised Pluto hasn't shown up.
Probably sleeping.
He's in the same time zone, so I don't know. Maybe he's an early boy. I doubt that, though. I've seen him up at some pretty odd times.
Yeah, I mean, this was a very impromptu stream that nobody saw coming, really, so...
I don't think we even saw this coming. We just kind of decided on it.
Is there no FN key when you FN Space Cadet? Is it supposed to be meta? Or hyper? Is that what it's supposed to be? I don't actually know.
Check the group buy page.
Keyboard's unplugged, mouse is in the corner. Can't really do a whole lot there.
Halfway done with this board.
I believe it.
This is a good PCB. Just needs some adjustments, but ANSI 60's got it. Might be its successor now.
That's true. ANSI 60. Pretty decent looking PCB. Good specs for the money.
And very good designer.
It's true.
Mr. Upas himself again. Big love for my man Upas.
We had a good time with him at the meetup.
And at the after party.
That's right. That is right.
And he's got some interesting keycaps coming out soon. PBT die sub. Somewhat new profile, like it's in between Sherry and OEM. Pretty thick.
That was an interesting profile. Targeted at an entry level market point, which is always cool to see. I'm gonna go with Bard F and J this time.
Just use ePBT, you don't get the choice.
Oof.
And if you ever go silent switches, have fun.
I learned that the hard way.
Fresh tip.
That's right. I I love Space Cadet, man. This set's really good.
It's a nice looking set.
It really is freaking great.
I think the SA one looks just a bit better though because it's more in tune with the original theme,
Yeah.
being spherical.
Yeah. I don't know. We were having this conversation at the Airbnb yesterday, actually. I feel like a lot of sets look better in SA. I just don't want to type on them in SA.
I'm fine with typing on SA. It's not my favorite, but it doesn't get the hate from me that it does from a lot of people.
Where'd my cue go? Did I accidentally throw my cue back away? I hope I'm not missing a cap. I've used this set before, so I feel like I shouldn't be.
Almost done soldering, then you can take off the mask.
Yeah, no worries. Come on, cue. Alright. Just be a stupid mistake from me, please.
Limo's still plugged in, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you press reset on the thing for me?
Here, I'll put it on stream too. Oh, I saw lights. That's a good start.
Oh shit. How do I turn this off?
You just don't worry about it.
Oh, function Z. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's concerning.
What?
Is it not programmed?
I'm not sure.
The only thing programmed might be...
Maybe he has function on, like, not momentary or something?
Wait, Windows key works.
It kind of seems like you're in a function layer.
Wait. Press,
Sorry, yeah.
that was why.
Oops. Our apologies, guys.
Alright, so... Either this isn't programmed or it's a busted spot control.
Yeah.
The previous owner of this PCB did say they had some kind of issue with the caps lock control, right?
Yeah.
And I know function works.
You can test with tweezers on the other pad.
For the tweezers. Oh.
Yeah. My bad news is I'm missing my cue.
It's not programmed. Or it's dead. Yeah, it's just not programmed. Oh well.
No, here's what you do. So you jump it, HHKB, right? Jump into this key.
No, it just might not be programmed because like the previous owner, remember he was having it. He couldn't get it programmed for some reason.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's fine. It's good enough.
Yeah, it can be fixed. The bad news for me is I'm missing a GMK cap. A rather crucial one, unfortunately.
The cue.
I'm missing my cue. Am I checking around the floor over there? And then maybe like in that area.
Not under the X60.
I'm gonna go check the bag that I had at the meetup.
You want me to do a second check through the bag, or you already looked through that?
You can if you want, but I think I looked through it again pretty well.
I'm like 90% sure this PCB is fine, by the way. Just the previous owner was having issues programming caps lock to control for some reason, and it apparently worked as a caps lock just fine. So, fairly certain that the PCB is fine on that particular set of pads.
Oh, break it.
I'm hitting man down. Chad, if you see a Q, make sure you add top Clack so we can know. But
I found a cap, but it's not the one I wanted. It's an artisan.
This ain't looking good.
Yeah. I don't know where it could have gone. What did I have on this?
Oh wait, it's gray, right? I was flipping all the blue keys.
Yeah, the alpha. What is it?
I always associate Space Cadet with the blue.
I'm gonna go hunting on the floor for a second. If I'm lucky.
In the meantime, I have a temporary solution.
Yeah.
Numpad 8.
It's true.
It's the same profile.
Just get over this a little bit. I'm gonna check back here for a second. Just in case it's in this box.
I looked through and I didn't see the box. Or I didn't see anything in the box.
Well, this is most unfortunate. There is one other. You can move back now. There's one potential place it could be, which is in my cap drawer. Sometimes keycaps just kind of fall out. I'm gonna need some prayers in the chat for this, boys. I'm gonna be big sad. If
I hope I'm not
find...
sitting on it.
I hope you are sitting on it, because then that'd be a really easy solution. Could have fallen out somewhere in here. That is a possibility.
Let's get some prayers in the chat, guys. Brian needs this.
It's not looking good, guys. How could I have lost a single key like this?
I think it's time to switch to a new set then.
Oh no, but my Space Cadet. Ah!
Do you think you'd ask Andy for like a single key?
Oh man. Probably not.
Damn.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna keep looking around this area if you wanna keep up the chat. And it's possible I somehow threw it in another bag accidentally.
I'm gonna put these back in the bag since it's obviously not any of these. I've looked through all of them.
Yeah.
Let's go on Mech Market, get this man a replacement Q key.
Oh boy. I can't say I've ever lost a GMK keycap before. Until now.
That's a big F.
That's a monumental F. You guys have no idea.
It doesn't help that it's gray, and that could probably blend in with the floor reasonably well.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, it could be anywhere. I don't think I ever even opened the bag at the Airbnb. So I never had a reason to.
Imagine. Wait, do you still have the tray, or is the tray gone?
I still have the tray, but I've used the set on a board before.
Oh, okay.
So I know it can't. Where did I even use it on?
Did you use it on a? Was it on this X60 before you took it apart at Mod House?
No. I brought it with no caps. Oh, what a nightmare.
So it's at least it's lost somewhere here. At least it can't be at Mod House.
In theory, yeah. That doesn't mean someone else didn't open the bag. But oh boy, what a issue.
You want to do a second look through the back?
No, I mean, I looked once, you looked once. It's probably not there. So we can turn off
Switch hitter? Yeah.
that.
That's the parts of my series. Thanks. You know, in hindsight, putting on caps first, not a good idea. Because it's just going to make this sit higher. Oh well. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery.
Yeah. I don't even want to swap caps on it right now, so I'm just going to leave this 8 here that Ray put here. And I'll just, I'll survive for now, basically.
I don't need this particular head yet. I need
Yeah.
the bits though, for sure.
Faux show.
If you want to screw together your board, I can literally just use the bits.
Yeah, if we just, my stuff's over there if you want to swap sides.
Yeah.
Do our third swap then?
Big seat swap.
Over here getting desperate for this cue.
You're getting more desperate for your queue than some people are for like the board queue.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
$159 with 100 bits. Paying respects to your queue.
Thanks, man.
Maybe if he gives you enough bits, you can just fund a replacement keycap.
I'll ask Andy. Maybe. I don't know how easy it is to get a single key replaced. I bet that's a really obnoxious request at the very least.
If there was ever a time for the top Clack flex, it'd be now, though.
Oh my god. This is such a nightmare.
What started out as a great weekend is turning into one of the worst weekends.
I honestly don't know where it could be. Okay, well, I'm going to continue for now, assuming it's lost in the abyss, and then try to figure it out later.
Oh, I got some 205 on my jacket.
You got some GMK Space Cadet Q on your jacket?
Nope.
Darn. Where's... Do you have the other bit? Oh no, I think I need that one. Oh, never mind. Pretty sure I need this one.
If Josh has it, that would be mad unfortunate.
If Josh has it, I'd be really happy because at least I would know where it is.
Yeah, true. Uh-oh. Nebulant stole it. I thought it was wholesome.
Dang it, Neb. I don't think I even opened the bag at the Airbnb because I never actually finished the board to put the key set on. So I don't think it's at the Airbnb or anyone that was with me at the Airbnb should have it. Unless someone else opened it for whatever reason.
Doubt.
Which I don't think that happened.
By the way, GrogDX, good night.
Good night, man. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, Josh. Appreciate that, man. I don't know. I mean, once we get this kind of built up, I can clean up a bit, and it'll be a little bit easier to look around.
Yeah.
Ooh, crap.
Brian, please.
Drop it a screw.
Maybe it's gonna land next to your Q cap.
Oh, please, one time. No, don't get down here. Oh, I'm down here.
You need a light?
Nah, I already looked down there. Just,
No, I mean for the screw, unless you got it.
no, it's fine. We got it.
You can take the screwdriver now.
Press Q to pay respects, boys and girls. I really love this set too. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna stop complaining like a little girl though.
Complain like a man.
Nebula gonna fax me the terms. Nice. Where did I have this on last? Maybe it's in my board doc.
Quick, someone go through the VOD, see what the last board that had it.
No, I can find it if I just open the doc.
Unless you had it at
I had the full set though. I know I wasn't missing before.
When you're done, your boy's ready.
I'm pretty much ready too. We made pretty good time here.
Yeah.
I mean, stream is a little over 2 hours, but we
Yeah, but 2 boards in 2 hours technically. That's a good time.
We kept like the same pace with each other pretty much the whole time, which is pretty interesting.
If it weren't for you searching for your cap, you'd be done.
That's true.
But things happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes bad things.
And cap. How funny would that be?
I wonder if one of these is gonna work.
It should. I'm also done with this.
Oh.
Although you need that one.
No, I need the one you were using, but this should be fine. Yes, it is.
Well, I'm done with. Well, I guess I'm not done with it, but it's we in no rush here anyway.
Uh-oh.
What?
Mod House was not good for keycaps, apparently.
Someone else lost one?
Yeah.
Oh no, not like this.
You're gonna have to go back and rate it 0 stars.
I already gave it a 5-star rating.
It ate your caps. It ate 2 people's caps.
Not wholesome.
I didn't take any loose baggies except for the Otemu switches that Jay got in today, so I very much doubt it was me.
You're missing caps for your burgundy?
Oh shit. Those were UB's caps apparently? Unless UB's just memeing.
Almost time to post in the mod house chat.
We gotta keep that up for a little while now. It didn't help that we had quite a... Wait, Josh, if you're still here, did you see it this morning? Because otherwise, maybe it got lost in the shuffle somewhere last night when we had all those people over.
Yeah, I'll go through all my bags too. Hopefully we'll find the case of the missing caps.
I'll check too, but I definitely didn't grab any little baggies other than like the one I talked about earlier, which I'm already forgetting. The Otemu switch bag from Jay's package. Well, we're almost done at the same points. Oh wow, that's
Not a bad sound.
that's a good sound, that number row.
Wow. That's deep.
The saga of Mod House ain't over yet.
Wow. It's not done yet. You have to get a bit over there for this.
Just gonna put this in the center while you're doing that, because that's a good looking board.
That is indeed.
I don't actually mind the banana mods as much anymore because it's actually, you know, the return is more in line with the rest of the switches.
That's honestly pretty good.
Yeah.
Here, do a little type on mine now.
That's a good sound.
You see it? Yeah.
This honestly,
It's a clean sound, but it's still a little loud. For the spacebar, at least.
that's good.
Ooh.
I think
For how good these were.
this is one of the few boards where the bottom row is one of the, or the bottom alpha row is one of the best sounding rows on the cube. Because normally for me it's always the num row, but this is, I like this more.
Yeah, that's a legendary board, guys. That's the board that started it all.
All the melons. Eight-bit derp, legendary.
Legendary, you're right.
Legendary indeed.
What if Brian has the burgundy cap and 159 has the space cadet cap? Awesome. That would be amazing. So we could just send them back to each other. The cap being anywhere that I know about is already a huge step in the right direction.
That's pretty good. Now we just need to find the cruciform, and that'll be a complete board. I think box switches were a good choice for that, by the way.
I do too. They're really underrated, honestly. They're overshadowed by a lot of things on the market right now. But like, it's a good style of tactility. I don't know about the normal spacebar though. I gotta have it flipped.
I only did it because I normally flip my spacebar too.
Yeah.
That was just to keep it more even when I was building it.
That's pretty good. Panda sound hot AF. They really are. They really are.
The hot clears are pretty quiet because, I mean, it's a plastic board. It's going to mute a bit of this. It's a dense plastic board, so there's going to be a lot of muted sound and PBT caps, which also mutes it a bit more.
Definitely. And it is worth noting that the Hako, well, just really any box switch in general is going to be quite a bit quieter, just by design. Which cap are you missing, Josh? What did he say?
He said he's missing a few.
Really?
Yeah, because he had like a bag, like a small baggie with like some of the mods.
Alright, well, we need to find our missing caps. Is what needs to happen.
It was Geo. He took them all.
That's that SOB.
That or someone was a bit overzealous with cleaning up.
I mean, it's a house full of like experienced keyboard enthusiasts, basically. Like,
And Sushi's girlfriend, who helped clean up. I'm not saying it's her, but
but we're blaming her. Just kidding. Yeah, exactly. As long as someone has it, I'm happy. Pretty much.
I tried to just use the cyber sucker to catch like a little fruit fly.
Wow, I believe you. Alright, so we're going to head out in just a moment. But if you have any last minute questions for either of us, make sure you get those in now before we head out.
And we get to the bottom of this mystery.
Yeah, we hopefully get to the bottom of this mystery. Dang, y'all still going? We're just wrapping up now. Both of our boards are finished for all intents and purposes.
How was your damn manga?
Wow. Hook it up and do a nitro type race. I don't really do type races or like real typing tests because I don't type properly. I like partially touch type. I'm really slow if I'm doing a typing test. I'll get like 60 or 70 words per minute. But if I type just like from my head, I can hit like 100 pretty easily.
You don't read manga when you're not lying in bed, huh? I don't believe you. There was a certain point where the box switches started having like the bigger stems that broke keycaps, right? What if this, since
these actually might be okay, honestly.
Because they don't feel like that tight of a fit on these.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely would still stem shave them just to be safe because they still have like the bigger nubs. So I want to be on the safe side, but...
I have a GM case that you can test with.
Which one?
GMK Cyan. It already has a bunch of cracked stems from box switches. So if you find an uncracked one, I don't care if it gets cracked. It still works on a keyboard, it's just a little loose.
Cyan on the Sirius, a classic that seems to always happen.
It's a good set.
You had it, I had my Sirius on mine. Or I had my Cyan on my Sirius, and then I went to this.
It's a good set.
Yeah.
And it goes really great on white boards.
Finding a crack in the stem might be a bit difficult though. It's a white cap.
Question for you then. Have you ever hooked a mech board up to your phone while laying in bed? I have not, actually.
Not lying in bed, but I've definitely hooked up my board to my phone because I have a Bluetooth HHKB. Well, moment of truth. If I'm pretty sure this isn't a cracked stem for this GMK cap, but if it cracks, big F in the chat for a good GMK.
It's not a big deal if it cracks.
That's a very loose fit. Like I can pull this off with my finger.
Yeah, I wonder. Let's find a Cyan cap I haven't used. Because I think
Do you want to try your numpad 8?
This one?
Yeah.
No. I want to test it with this set since it already has.
Wait, Brian. How much do you care about the Whatster?
I don't care about the Whatster.
Well,
ahead.
there you go. That went on perfectly fine. Came off perfectly fine. I think these...
I've probably never used those two keys also if you wanted to try those.
I don't see any stretching. I think this is fine.
Yeah.
Might be easier to see on this one though because it's like a darker color. We're doing some last minute keyboard science. On switches you can't even get.
Yeah, I mean those are before the Hako's line actually launched, so that's pretty darn early in Tailbox life cycle.
I don't see any stretching, so I think these caps are genuinely fine.
Yeah.
And they're mostly gonna have PBT on them, so it's not too much of a lost cause.
Hello there. Welcome to the end of the stream.
Sushi's in. Glad you fell in love with it because this was fun for both of us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for showing up and hanging out.
I would say we should do this again, but it probably won't happen for quite a while.
Yeah.
Unless we just do like dual build things, but those aren't the same.
Yeah. Maybe we can work something out in NorCal.
Not with my stream setup, that's for sure. Mine's
I
not
can
good.
probably bring a couple things.
Maybe I'll upgrade it in time. Who knows? Squad stream when? If there's a NorCal mod house, we can try again.
The problem with squad stream, assuming he means it in the way that Twitch actually means squad stream, is everyone has to be a partner.
He found his caps.
Oh, you found your caps? That's awesome.
But no Q.
That's okay. He found his caps. That's a really good start. Hopefully we can find my Q, and then we'll have a great finish.
I'm just gonna keep pounding on these number. This number. It's just Numbro is so good on like 90% of boards.
Pretty good. What is the banana mod you were talking about? Asked Sakun.
Oh, it just means that like they're very warped because they're PBT, and during the like the cooling process, they shrink and they tend to get a bit bendy. Like, I don't know if there's a way to show it here, but if I press on one end, like the other end of the keycap is like lifted off the table.
Oh,
That's some pretty big banana. It's visibly warped.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to see on here, but yeah, like
You can seesaw it.
yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not like super bad, but it's pretty bad. That one's probably even worse.
They're the same size, so it's fairly similar, but you can definitely see it. Spacebar is surprisingly not that bad.
Azlejo, sub with tier 1, says you guys are up way too late. Thank you very much.
Yes, we are.
We're Pacific time, so it's not quite
For
even
me,
midnight yet.
it's not late for me, but I'm also running on very little sleep.
Yeah, well, we both kind of are.
Yeah.
We both got about like 4 hours last night.
Past
at
2 days,
best.
I'm running on 10 hours of sleep total.
I think I'm running on about 10 the past 3 days.
Yikes.
Yeah. Like I averaged about 3 to 4 each night.
Yeah, there's a way to fix warp PBT. You just gotta heat it up and then put something heavy on it to straighten it out. Or you can, I guess, bend it by hand, but just don't burn your fingers.
Yeah, PBT doesn't start to melt until like well beyond the boiling point of water.
So you can just boil it, take it out, put something heavy on it, and that should straighten it out.
Yeah, some people also have done it with hair dryers. I'd probably try the boiling water approach.
Like even the 1.75U shift has some banana.
Yeah.
It's not as bad because it's shorter, but it's still noticeable.
Is this the round 1 version of this set?
This is the latest round.
Okay.
EPBT still needs to get their stuff together though.
Yeah, Josh, you should be pretty tired too. Pretty much everyone at the mod house should be pretty tired.
Except for maybe Gio, because he actually had it. Oh no, he didn't.
Gio got wrecked last night. Yeah, I think he only got like 3 or 4 hours sleep too.
Jay seemed pretty well off considering how much he probably slept.
Jay is clearly a freak of nature when it comes to sleep.
Yeah, he
That guy
gets
was-
like
he
barely
was-
any sleep, and then he goes to work where he's got to ride on a but he can sleep on the train, so he makes up for it there.
Maybe, yeah. Like last night, he went to bed at like, what, like 4, somewhere between 4 and 5 a.m. And he was up at like 7 or 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And like he just acts totally natural, like it's
He's a
normal
monster.
occurrence. Yeah, I can't do that. He's a real G.
We got some good boards here, and they're both HHKB too, because it's
Yeah,
some
it's a good layout. So there you go, guys. Those are the keyboards for today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Look forward to this Thursday's main episode of Top Clack. We will be starting a giveaway, and it will be a pretty good one. So definitely look forward to that. But for now, we're gonna take off. Maybe watch some anime. Maybe clean up a bit. Maybe
not
try to
both?
find this queue.
Why not all three?
It'll probably be all 3, let's be honest here. So thank you guys very much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys had a good time as we did. Any closing thoughts, Ray?
I got build streams coming up soon if you want to check me out. Twitch.tv/TheRayginAsian. Ragin with
Here,
the R-A-Y.
plug it in and plug yourself. It's USB-C, right?
Yeah.
Please.
We're working on
Oh,
it.
there we go. Bam.
Mouse, please.
Yeah, guys, you should definitely check out Ray. Wholesome guy, wholesome streamer. Likes cats and keyboards. What more could you want?
Doesn't have cats, but has keyboards,
And a
unfortunately.
certified degenerate.
Yeah, if you want to talk cartoons during the stream, let me know. I'm all about it. American cartoons, Chinese cartoons.
Wow.
I do it all.
A true-
Especially if it's SpongeBob.
a
SpongeBob
true
is
monster.
SpongeBob is the best cartoon in existence. Don't at me. It's better than Chinese cartoons.
All right, guys. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night or morning. Shout out to all of you.
Midday for some people, possibly.
Yeah. Shout out to all of you people that are not watching from America, but also, shout out to all of you that are. Guys, have a good rest of your night. And make sure to catch our main episode on Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. You guys know the drill.
Night, everyone.
Deuces.